It's Week 7 of the NFL, and we'll see the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. Everyone's still in awe of his last game, passing Noah Van Brocklin's 1951 mark of 554 passing yards. It's the Dolphins and the Jaguars on Sunday Night Primetime.
He originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when his franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And they had it easy last week. They jumped out to an early lead. Cruise control from there.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But He did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 9 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak, and that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Now Hill to return it. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And what a game he is coming off of.
Oh, unbelievable.
Absolutely, and you know how much I love the history of the game. He broke a record held by the Dutchman,
Norm Van Brocklin,
right? You got to go all the way back to 1951. And he threw for 554 yards in that game. And later, won a championship as a quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles in 1960.
And now that record has been set anew. Now a throw here to his running back. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. The Dolphins at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
I'll look that up later. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they get the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
A solid pickup at 13 sets them up 1st and goal. Achane will score. Touchdown, Miami. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pack the football.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. You look at this Jaguar defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Achane here. They stay on the ground. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Up the middle, Achane. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Option handoff now to Achane. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun, it's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape.
for a first and goal.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Achane once more, and this time he'll score. Touchdown, Miami. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Devon Achane who finished things off with a touchdown reception. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll look to Etienne to start things out. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The return man, Wilson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Devon Achane to the offense, ready to go once again. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. you've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Tua sets up to pass it. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side.
To a hit, and the ball is out. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. It got his man complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down, and this is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well.
I tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk, but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at him.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 24. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Daron Payne, his 2nd sack of the night. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. A solid stiff arm. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Lawrence. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? that he's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. It gets by him, and now a little daylight. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence on first down. Pressure comes and down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks...
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. And off to Achane to begin the drive. Down the right sideline. He's on his way. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Sanders now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
All right, let's go.
And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard.
Here's Lawrence to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Lawrence hit, and the ball is free. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. 28 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Jaguars 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action. It's Lawrence. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
This will be taken in just shy of the goal line. Fair catch will move this out to the 25. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Right back to Achane on second down. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Tua on fourth down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Achane gets it from the gun. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look, 3 men to the right side on second and 6. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Scotty Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was concluded on the touchdown pass to Scotty Miller. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Jags. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the... Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 20, Travis Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his second touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars are able to at least get one score back. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more. Down the left sideline, and all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards.
That's good for a Jaguar.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. This complete to Jones. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Unlock, Bronco switch. Unlock Lions. Unlock Lions.
And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fair catch called for and taken back near the goal line. So that'll come out to the 25. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you, someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart in points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 47 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know. We'll
throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far.
First down, Dolphins.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he's got it inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
31.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds they've had. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Achane with it. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
They'll go. Achane. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Sanders now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the drive finished off with a touchdown run from Devon Achane. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Hey.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 2nd down and a yard. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Jags will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Rip, 23.
That's good for a Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. Down to the 42, 2nd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers
got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so